Hello everyone, it's Pat with our Oracle card reading and messages for this last full week of March. Today's the 24th, so this is going to be going right through till like the 30th of March. So we're ending the first quarter of our year. We also have coming up this week, I've spoken about in the past couple of readings that Mercury's been in retrograde. And this week on the 28th, it does go out of retrograde, I believe. Yes. And then it goes into its post-shadow period or something like that. So anyways, but it's like, whew, thank God. But, Mercury retrograde can be intense as it goes into retrograde and as it comes out of retrograde. So this week may have some intensity to it. Now, I've gone ahead and pulled some Archangel Oracle cards for the Archangels who are overseeing us this week. So we had Raphael back with this message of breathe, all right? And it says, take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and release old patterns. So what I get when I look at this card for us this week is that for some of you out there, it may be like, that deep breath you take when you're stepping into something new. It's like, and it's, it makes you a little bit nervous, but it's an exciting change. You kind of like, okay, just breathe and move forward with it. So, or, I also feel like for some people, it may be that there's some troubling situations that you're going to have to deal with. And in that sense, it's about, maybe taking 5 minutes, take 5 slow, deep breaths. It's about using your breath to calm your energies. For those of you who practice yoga, you know what I'm talking about. And, yoga is a great way to do that because so many, you do these positions of yoga and you breathe in certain ways through them, and it helps to calm the energies of your body and mind and to get yourself much more grounded and centered. So it's a big part of, I think, what the majority of this message is. But when Raphael comes through with this message, he's a healing angel. So it often signifies that there can be relief, that you're breathing a sigh of relief about something in your life. There might be more money coming in for some of you, especially this is like tax return time. You're maybe coming, for some of you it might be that you're finally coming to the end of that or you're getting it done and submitted. So you're like taking that deep breath of like, okay, it's done. And it's a lot around that when this message comes up. And the other part of it, the other archangel that came out right along with him was Uriel with this, you know what to do. And I feel like for us this week, it's a message of reassurance. He's saying, don't worry about it. You'll know what to do. Okay. And it feels like that inner part of you that when something comes up in your life, whatever that situation may be, he's letting you know there's a part of you that is going to you'll just know what to do. You'll know what steps you need to take, okay? He's like, your inner knowledge is there and you can trust it and it will come to the surface for you to guide you through it. But, if you're still feeling like a little uncertain, in this image, he has the lantern, and Uriel lights the way for us. He's that angel that can, if you call upon him, he can light up the next step for you if you are feeling uncertain or unsure. Because we all have those times where we are feeling uncertain. We kind of, our inner knowledge is there, but we're kind of questioning it a little bit, or we may have had something really emotional that's going on, and it feels like it's difficult for us to access our own inner knowledge or sense of reason. But the beauty of calling on the angels is they can really break through that for us, especially if we ask them to, help us to calm, center, and do what needs to be done, or whatever our next step is. So these very powerful archangels are working with us this week, and for whatever we may be encountering, all right? And the breath is going to be very important, and trusting your own inner knowledge and that you do really know what to do, okay? So let's step into our next set of cards. For this week, I pulled out, I thought it would be cool to work with the messages from our angels. I also pulled out the Saints and Angels Oracle card decks because, these aren't easy times that we're in. I've mentioned before that I sense that going into April in the spring, especially with these super full moons we've had, Pardon me. Get some water. And just what I sense, there's big changes. There's a lot of things coming to light. We did just have another super full moon, and it's not the first one that we've had this year. So there's a lot of things coming to light, a lot of changes in our world, and it's kind of turbulent times to be in. There's a huge consciousness shift. In many ways, that's a good thing. But when things are brought up to light, we also can get unsettled by that, and because we see the things that need to be changed, the things that are no longer serving us in our world personally, but also in the world at large. Okay, so these angels are here guiding us through that. Pardon me. So working with them to light the way, light the next steps. And we're probably going to notice a lot of shifting energies this week. I know for myself, I'm a very energetically sensitive person, and when Mercury goes out of retrograde, even if I wasn't necessarily aware of what specific day it was, I can feel it when it happens. Because I feel the upliftment in my energy, or the shift out of the heaviness. So anyways, that's what we have coming up this week, and these are the archangels that are overseeing us. Excuse me. I'm going to go and shuffle our card deck. For this week, I went for the messages from your angels oracle cards, because maybe that's just what we need, straightforward message. But with their message, ooh, okay, this one just literally dropped out of the deck, so we'll see what it says. And it's from Bethany, and it says, when you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. So give yourself a relaxing treat today, such as a massage, a salt bath, a pedicure, okay? And I'm sure this is very much in conjunction with Raphael's message of breathe, because going through and doing things, self-care practices like yoga, meditation, things like that, all have to do with breathing, using your breath. All right. So and it's about the inner work, taking care of you. When you take care of yourself and nourish yourself and eat better, sleep better, do the little things that boost your self-esteem and make you feel good, everybody benefits, because you end up in a much better mood. So if you've been feeling cranky and stressed, it's very likely because you haven't been taking good care of yourself. So the angel's message to us this week, especially where we know it's Mercury going out of retrograde, and it might be kind of a lot of intensity to it, they're reminding us to take good care of ourselves. So this is the message going into the beginning of the week. All right. So maybe you're giving yourself a spa day. Or, maybe you're giving yourself that time outdoors, or just a day to yourself where you don't have to do anything. So it's reminding you that you are deserving of some time to relax, and to be sure to give that to yourself. All right. Let's see what else their message is. So, and I feel like as the week starts, that it might just be that they're showing you there's new inspiration there, to start taking better care of yourself. Because now I know where I am in New England, as we're heading into the spring. So, excuse me. So we think of spring cleaning, and there's a lot of things to do, maybe to get ready for, and there's often a renewed interest in cleansing or clearing out or detoxifying, and those are all good things to do. But it's important that you take care of your own self, your own inner self, outer self, and when in that process. So there may be a renewed interest in getting massages. There those kind of bodily treatments that help us to feel good. Okay. What else do the angels? What is their message for us? Okay, so Bridget comes out with this message of caution, and it says, caution is warranted. Look deeper into the situation before proceeding further. And this is comes up for middle of the week, which is as we come into the time of that end of Mercury retrograde where things can get intense again. So it's just to make, it's cautioning you in a way that says to, make sure you look at the details of something. Make sure you clearly understand. Because, it just suggests that there's elements to something that you may not be aware of or fully aware of. Things aren't entirely as they seem on the surface, okay? It may be just signaling you or, bringing your attention to the fact that some situation is not the right one for you, okay? Certain aspects or information or details haven't been revealed to you. Okay, so it's important to look deeper and ask questions. So it's not they don't want you to, worry about that. There's definitely other opportunities available to you. But it just suggests that, be cautionary to things that come up for you in the middle of the week. If new opportunities are coming your way, or especially if you're going to be signing any contracts or new deals or something like that, or looking into new business deals, she's like looking, and she's got almost like a little genie pot, and she's opened up the cover of it and, looking to see what's inside. Okay, so what else is going on? Yeah, when I look at that card, is that someone isn't giving you the full details. They're not giving you the full story of what, either something that took place. Yeah, for somebody out there, I get that there's someone who's come to you. They're not giving you the full story of a drama that took place, but they're kind of wanting to push you into taking a certain action. Okay, so, or pushing you to take sides or something like that. So that Bridget's saying, be careful. Look into this more deeply. Make a few more inquiries before you take any action on that, or before you go in, especially any kind of legal action. Okay, so let's see what else is going on. Because there's more to the story than what they've initially expressed or told you. All right, angels, any other messages for us? Okay, so these last messages, they came out together, and it was Yvonne about having to do with animals, okay, having a bond with animals. And this one, Sonia, about a message from your deceased loved one. So this has to do, I think, with somebody's pet, somebody who lost a pet, is coming forward, with a little message for you. So my heart goes out to you if you lost a pet recently, or even not so recently. You might find things that are reminding you of that pet, and it's just that pet saying, hey, I'm here, I'm still around you, I love you, so and for some of you, I think there might be a new animal entering your household. So but anyways, where they came out together, they literally dumped out of the deck together. I think it has to do with a pet that's passed that's saying hello to you. All right, now let's see. I also had brought out the saints and angels, but let's see a postcard from Spirit. This is a Colette Baron Reed deck, and it's just these cute little postcards, okay, that they don't have images on them, but they have a written message, which I think is kind of neat and kind of different. All right, Spirit, what do you want us? Spirit, loved ones, what have you, from the other side. Angels, guides. And this deck is a little bit, it's really a lot thicker. It's not really a deck necessarily per se, I guess, but it doesn't have cards that necessarily jump out all the time, which I think is interesting. They don't jump out in the same way. So, okay. Ooh. Or I get them in a whole like lump of that. So maybe there's 2, 1, 2, 3. All right, Spirit, which of these messages do you want us to hear? Do they need to hear? All right, I'm going to pick this one. This one wants to come out. It says, Dearest you, everything is in divine order. Even in chaos, there is order, and we are always in awe of this. For you, though, on your human journey, things can get disorganized in your mind and in your physical reality. So you need to get rid of the clutter, whether it's, whether it be too many stories that are going through your mind clutter, too many what ifs or fearful thoughts of the past or the future. Instead, focus on now and enjoy or empty your mind, clean your house, and throw out any object that tells you an uncomfortable story. Discern what you have, sort, purge, clear, and organize. Okay? We want you to have space to fill with something better. Spirit loves a vacuum, as it gives space for brilliant new energy. Let go of what is not serving you and give order to what remains. See them and know their value. Your soul needs organization in order to keep your connection to us and to Spirit free of distractions. You are so adored by so many. We hope you really know that. So great message. It's really one about spring cleaning. And it's true. It's also a message I feel like that's indicative that you may have too many things, or this week you may feel like you have too many things pulling you in too many different directions. So Spirit's here helping you to put order to the chaos by, remembering to breathe, take care of yourself, because you will know what to do. There's a part of you that really does know what to do. Okay. So, but just, bring some caution to some situations as well. So, let's see. Let's pull out one quick Saint and Angel card. And then we'll wrap up for today, for this week. All right, Saints and Angels, what would your message be for us through this time? So, the end of the week might be a little bit emotional, especially with these cards that came up. Something around a pet, a lost, a pet that passed on, a pet that you had to say goodbye to. That could also be a person from Spirit. So the end of the week feels a bit emotional, like it might be a bit emotional for us. Which does involve taking a lot of deep breaths and working through those energies. I do feel for someone, it has to do with making the decision to let go of your pet. They have something that's just, it's going to be too stressful for them and for you and too expensive. So you're going to have to let them go. But they'll always be with you, okay? And their heart will always be with you. You'll always have that connection to them. They'll probably follow you into other lifetimes. So my heart goes out to you. So, all right. Any other messages, Saints and Angels? There's nothing jumping out, at least not at the moment. Okay. Well, there's exactly 3 that spilled out like that. So I'm going to go for these 3. Sweetness, okay? It's about being sweet to yourself. This goes right in line with the message from Bethany about taking care of yourself at the beginning of the week, okay? And I'll look at the animals that are around her. I think they're deer, which are very sweet. So it's about being sweet to yourself. You deserve that sweetness, okay? Faith. This is like about taking a leap of faith, all right? And, you know, it feels like you're wanting to take a leap of faith, but there is a cautionary element here, okay? To look deeper, again, before, you know, look before you leap. Nothing wrong with taking a leap of faith, just look before you leap. I'm going to see if there's any more on that card, actually. Here's the Saints and Angels. There it is, with faith. So, yeah, it signals you're about to take a leap of faith. And it says it's safe for you to make the leap, okay? Because you're following your heart. So, but there's some caution around it. So, you know, because I think it comes, those messages fall in the timeline from left to right here, which is, you know, the cards to the left are the ones most imminent, the middle, and then the ones at the end are the ones that further out. Middle of the week ones are both cautionary and, you know, about taking leap of faith. So it's like that look before you leap. When Mercury is retrograde and coming out of retrograde, always good to, you know, double check to make sure your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed. I mean, ultimately, when you get a card like this, it's about having faith, like it says, faith in a positive outcome, that ultimately things will work out for the best. And, you know, maybe it's due to what you find out from a situation that you've looked into deeper. Okay, that can be part of it as well for some of you out there. You looked into a situation more deeply and you just didn't like or weren't comfortable with what you saw there, or when you went to get a better understanding of the situation, you're not comfortable with it. So you're taking a leap of faith and moving away from it. Oh, again, another look deeper card from the Saints and Angels. Okay. It's her and Bridget. It's a similar message. Okay. And it's really not out of the ordinary that they both come in this time at the end of Mercury retrograde. Look underneath the surface of things. All right. The Saints and Angels. I mean, this card can be symbolic of doing some deeper reflection within yourself, looking deeper into yourself to look at your underlying motives for things, and reflecting upon that. It's certainly a very wise time to do that. But it's definitely, just like with the Bridget card, it's asking you to look beneath the surface of the situation, okay? There's important information that you're not currently aware. And I think it's certainly, these cards are speaking to us in our personal life, but I also feel like I get the sense that as we head in this week, maybe the beginning of stuff that's being revealed, because there are people, you know, FBI and things like that, and we've seen in the news, that are looking underneath the surface. So we may be seeing the results of stuff that's been dug up from us, from people looking deeper into situations. You may be hearing about that in the media, that there are situations that are being investigated. Okay, so because not everything's been revealed about it, and there's more underneath the surface. Okay, so let's see. Um, excuse me. So I also feel like this has to do with the fact, I mean, here in the United States, everybody's been waiting for this Mueller report by um, Mueller, who's been doing all the investigating. And so I think when we see these cards, okay, I think what you may see, what the media is telling you about it, is only like the tip of the iceberg, okay? It may initially look as though not much has come out of it, okay? But I really sense that there's more to it, and that in a way, this is kind of a reassurance card that no, there's more to this that you're going to find out about. If there's people who are looking deeper into it. So what you're seeing on the surface right now is maybe only the tip of the iceberg, or not all the facts have been revealed. Some things are still, maybe not being revealed yet for a reason. Okay, so that's what I sense about it. Okay, so because initially it might not seem like there's much. It may not seem like there's much to this report, or it isn't bringing the and maybe it's not bringing the immediate swift justice action that we hoped it would, or something like that. But there's more to it, and they're just not revealing all of it yet, or not all of it's been revealed yet, or something that you're seeing. I don't have to keep rehashing it. I think you get the idea. Okay, there's things coming up both in your personal world and the world at large that warrant looking deeper into, or that they're letting you know that it's being looked into deeper, that it's being looked into, beneath what's being shown on the surface, because there's more to it. Okay, for you in your personal world, obviously, look before you leap. There's nothing wrong with making a leap of faith, and you may feel called to do that, to get into something new or move away from something, but look before you leap. Okay, it's the end of Mercury retrograde, and there can be a lot of miscommunications that go on. So, and take care of yourself this week. Breathe through stuff, and know that your inner knowing and your own inner wisdom, with the help of the angels, will guide you through, and that you will know what to do. Okay. All right. So those are the messages for this week. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for your lovely, lovely comments. I always appreciate seeing them there. And I love that I have such great, consistent viewers. So I look forward to speaking with you again soon, everyone. Take care.